Hello everyone. Now in this lecture we will go with the concept related to the keys. That one is again the key is important under the relational database design. Now the and also in a normalization we need to know about the keys also. Then the other details or the other concepts are related to the relational database and what exact the use of normalization. We will go with the normalization concepts. Then the for relational database design key relational database design key concept is important. Then key plays an important role in a relational database. It is used to uniquely identify any record or a row of data from table. It also used to establish and identify relationship between the two tables. We will know about this concept how exact the two table is related with the help of the particular keys. Now for example, that means student table ID is used as a key because of it is a unique for each student. Normally key should be a simple column name or the column which one is unique for each and every row. The value of that record is a unique to each and every row, or it may be each and every record. Like ID under the student table is a unique for each and every student. Or if we consider the example of a person as a table and it contains a different type of parameters, then unique keys, that means unique columns are the passport number, license number and SSN, which are not duplicate for a person, right, or between the two person. That's why the key is which is the unique in a nature and which one is find out the unique record under the table. That is called, we can say that, the keys. Now we will go with the different type of keys. That is type of keys is a key. It should it run with the primary key, candidate key, super key and fortune key. Now we will go with the one by one what exact the different type of keys are and use of that. Then super key is an attribute. We will go with the simple one example, and in this example we will know about the what exact the primary key, what exact the super key and what exact the candidate key. Now and later we will know about the fortune key. Now it start with the super key. Super key is an attribute that uniquely identify a tuple, means a row, and an entity in the entity set. It is superset of a candidate key since the candidate key are selected from super key. Now we need to know about the super key means what, candidate key means what, and primary key means what. That one is simply the, let's say example, this is a table of student, contains the student ID, student enrollment number, student name and student email address. The following are the super keys for the above table. Then super keys is an attribute or set of attributes. Attributes means what? That the column names is the attribute or the set of attributes. That is the super key, which one is uniquely identify the row or the record. Then student ID is it may be the super key. Then student enrollment number may be the super key. Student mail ID may be the super key. Then the not a single student name as a super key. Why? Because of particular two student have a same name. That's why student name is not a single as a super key. Student ID should be a student enrollment, should be a student email ID should be a super key as a single entity. Then the set of attributes student ID and student enroll should be the both as a combination as a super key. Then student ID with the student name, because of student ID is a unique one, and then with the help of combination of student ID and name we can identify the unique row under the table. Same thing, student ID, student email, student name, student enrollment, ID, enrollment, name, ID, enrollment, email, ID, enrollment, name and the email. These are the combination for the super keys. Okay, that is basic concept of a super key. Now we will go with the next, that is what exact the candidate key is. The following would be the candidate key for the above. Then ID, enroll and email. These are the candidate keys. That is the student ID, enrollment number and email. Means we can say that candidate key should be a single uh, attribute or a single column name which one is uniquely identify the record. Means student ID can uniquely identify the particular row. Student enroll number is also uniquely identify the row. Student email also uniquely identify the row. That's why which is the unique one, which one is identify the particular row or the tuple, that one is comes under the candidate key. And next concept, that one is primary key. Primary key is a concept which one is one of the key from the candidate key. Means primary key should be one of the set up from the one of the key from the candidate key. It may be the ID of student ID, or it may be a roll number, or it may be a email ID. Great. Primary key is the first key which is used to identify one and only one instant of an entity uniquely. Entity can contain a multiple key, as we saw in a person table, or it may be in a student. This one is the unique keys, right? The key which is the most suitable for those lists become a primary key. Then out of candidate key, which is the uniquely suitable, like normally we can say that the unique ID. That's why student ID is a primary key for the student table, right? Now the it may be it's have again the sequence, or it may be the relation between the IDs. That's why this one is a suitable, right? Email should not be a suitable because of it's not with the, we cannot identify with the sequence and like that. We can mention a student enroll or the student ID as a primary key because of it's a suitable. That is simply the primary keys. Then it's a simple example. Employee ID should be the primary key under the employee table, or it may be a license number, both passport number. But employee ID is a suitable as a primary key. That is simply the way. That's why employee ID is a primary key. Then this means these are the concept, that is a primary key is a unique one and suitable one, which one is identify the record. Candidate key may be the candidate key, it may be contains some multiple keys, which one is uniquely identify the record. We need to check out with the candidate key set, that is a primary key is a single one, but candidate key may be the more than one. Then super key, that is simply the set of column names or the attributes which one is uniquely identify the rows. This one is simply the example of a super keys. This is simply explanation about primary key, candidate key and super key. Now we will go with the simple primary key example, how exact the primary key created. This is simply at the time of create the table, we create the primary key as a ID as a column as a primary key. Then when we create the table, that one is use my table, right? And then we copy the right. This one is key. If we go with the describe, table name is a persons, then it shows as a ID is a primary key, right? This is the way under the MySQL 5.5, or it may be in a Oracle. It may be a same one, or it may be something little change in the creating the table, or it may be under the PLSQL. In the MySQL code is executable, means we can run this code under the PLSQL also. Now this one is simply the example. Then if we want to drop the key, we can drop it with the drop concept. We will just to drop the key. It's a key is dropped now. Then we just to describe the persons. It's not showing any key here, right? Now again we want to assign the key, or it may be alter the key, or after the dropping we want to create the key. And these are the code. If we used is a more than one key as a set of key, as a super key, as a mentioning as a primary key, right? Like more than one attributes should be a key. as a ID plus last name. Then we use this type of a syntax, right? We will just to go with this, paste. Now describe persons. Then okay, row affected 0, table person 2 is created na. We need to mention a person 2. Now these are the two are the primary key, ID and last name. Means we want to create the more than one as a primary key, we can use this syntax to create the set of primary key. Then if we copy the record as the same as a ID and last name, then it not acceptable. It should come with the difference between the combination of ID and last name. That is simply the way to create it. Then if we want to alter the key, like it's a alteration about the alter table, add constraint primary key as a ID and last name for the person table, right? We will go with the this code, which one is change the table with the details, right? Enter. Now if we describe the persons, sorry, it's a persons, right? Oh, then enter. Now the ID and last name under the persons is a primary key. Same thing under the it's a person 2. This one is person 2, right? Now this one is, if we want to drop the key, we can mention like alter person 2 or the person, we can drop it the key combinedly. Alter table person 2 drop constraint pk person, that one is mentioning in the SQL syntax. We will check it what exact the problem is. Okay, the problem is you have an error in your SQL syntax. Check the manual that the corresponding MySQL version. Means it may be this version is not suitable to execute the alter the table with a drop the constraint. Now we will go with the PL/SQL. We will just to copy the code. The table is already available. We just do a drop table persons 2, right? Now we will just to create the table under the PL/SQL. Paste, table is created now. Then it's a primary key. It's already a ID and last name is a primary key under this table. Now we'll just to drop the this key. We'll just describe the persons 2. Now it's showing as a detail about the not null, means it indicates a primary key. Now we'll copy the dropping the process, enter. Now table is altered. Now we will just describe the person. It again table altered for the drop the constraint pk person. Means it's a drop the combination of the keys and table is altered. Now this command is execute table under the alter table person to drop constraint pk person, where which one is created under the this at the time of table creation, but we can altered it execute properly, but under the PL/SQL under the MySQL it gives a version error. Means this is simply the example to create the primary key, or it may be a create the multiple primary key under the SQL or under the PL/SQL. Now this one is simply the way to create the primary key. Now the next, that one is create a primary constraint ID column and alter table person, add primary key. We can add the primary key if it is at the time of creating the table. If it is not created, then we can alter it with the add the primary key. This is simply the concept related to a primary key. Now candidate key. A candidate key is an attribute or set of attribute which can uniquely identify a tuple. Remaining attribute except from primary key are considering as a candidate key. If we go with the example, we have the candidate keys, 3 candidate keys, then out of that 3, one of the key is a primary key, then remaining keys are the candidate keys. Again, the definition of candidate key is that one is column name or the attributes which one is identify the record uniquely. It's the same like a primary key. Other than the primary key, which one is the same behavior as a primary key, we can say that that is a candidate key. Then difference between the primary key and a candidate key: primary key is unique and not null key which identify a record uniquely. Candidate key is also a unique, identify record uniquely table, but table can have multiple candidate keys. Primary key column value cannot be a null. Candidate key column can have a null value. That is again a difference. Primary key is most important part of the relational table. Then candidate key is a significant as which you can use as a primary key. If it is you want to change the primary key, we can change it with the option of a candidate key. Primary key is as a candidate key. Candidate key may or may not be a primary key. That one is simply the example. Why it's mentioning as a candidate key may or may not be a candidate key may or may not be a primary key, because of if we select a primary key, we check it the suitability of the particular column name which one is work as a primary key. That's why this sentence mentioning as a difference. Then next, as a super key. Super key is a set of attribute which can uniquely identify the tuple. Super key is a superset of the candidate keys. Superset of candidate keys. If we go with the example of a student table, and then it's it's a candidate key, then it may be the superset of the candidate key as a it's a super key as a superset of the candidate key as a super key, right? Then if we go with the super key example, and this one is simply the above employee table, and then create table. This one is a table created, then id as a one parameter, it's mentioning as add increment, and mention also a primary key. Now the name varchar 40, age 14, then we just to alter the key, add unique a key, name age unique, and then name age, right? We can add the uniqueness or the super key as a combination of name and age, right? Now we will run this, Control C, under the MySQL, then table is created, then we just to alter or we just to describe the table with the describe table name is demo table 1400, then it mentioning as a primary key as a id, and extra as a parameter is auto increment. There is no need to add the value at the time of insert the record. Now we will just to alter the table with the help of alter table, add unique key, that is name age unique. This is the unique key name with the combination of name and age. Now this one is changed, we just to describe the table again, then it mentioning as a unique key for the name and age, which one is not mentioned under the particular table. That one is this is simply the way to create the super key set. We can say that name age unique is a super key set name, and the parameters are the attributes are the name and age. When we copy the record, insert the record, that one is this 4 record, it acceptable, or 3 record, it acceptable. I will just to change this record with the Krish as again we will copy the same record, then it mentioning as a Krish 24 for the key, that is name age unique, duplicate entry for the name and the age, right? This is simply the way to identify the duplicate record or to restrict the duplicate record with the help of this scenario. That is simply the super key. Now we will go with the fortune key. What exact the fortune key is? Fortune key are the column of the table which is used to point the primary key of another table. Fortune key are the column of the table which is used to point the means a forging key is a column name or column which is a primary key of another table. We will go with a simple example. If we have a two table, employee and department. Employee table contains this column names: employee ID, name, passport, license, department ID. Department ID is a forging key. Why? Because of it is the primary key of a department table, which one is showing the relation between the employee and the department name. That's why it comes under the relational databases. Okay, that is simply the explanation about to the process. Thank you.